Why should cadets take notes when they have all the study material online? Is it just an antiquated method to activate memory because we didn't have the technology we do now? After all, cadets have actual instructional videos of teachers, state-of-the-art graphics and animations, movie-quality productions that demonstrate concepts. Oh, and don't forget they are accessible 24/7, 365 in varied formats. So has note-taking passed its prime? To prepare for this video, it'd be a good idea to pause it every now and then. If you've not done so, check with CFAM to help you get Microsoft Teams installed onto your computer. Open it up alongside the video and walk through it step by step. Over the next 7 minutes, this and more you'll learn from this edition of Tech Talk. Why train cadets how to take notes in OneNote? Isn't it better for cadets to take notes by handwriting? In 2019, 3 professors at Kent State University replicated the seminal work favoring handwriting over keyboarding by Mueller and Oppenheimer. The researchers noted favoring handwriting was not significant. More importantly, they found that reviewing the notes, even ones not written by the student, was significant and provided moderate effects. We have learned that multiple brain functions are occurring simultaneously when cadets take good lecture notes. For example, the use of fine motor skills, executive functions to prioritize and organize, working memory, all the while rapidly processing audio and visual stimuli. To avoid cognitive overload, cadets should use whichever medium they are the most fluent, handwriting or keyboarding. So if reviewing and organizing notes have shown to have a significant effect on improving cadet learning, wouldn't it be a great idea to have a tool that empowers the cadet to do it? The next few minutes will equip you to set up your classroom notebook in OneNote and show you the basics you can demonstrate to your students. The setup process is not very intuitive, so I would encourage you again to open up Microsoft Teams and get ready to go through the process step by step. In the class notebook session, each cadet will have their own work area that only they and the teacher can view and edit. No other cadet can see what the cadet is doing. Cadets can add as many sections and pages as they want under each section. Note how this cadet can write on a handout or create their own handwritten notes, take a picture of it with their smartphone, and easily paste it into a OneNote page. Note how the cadet can take notes with a keyboard and insert annotations and graphic representations to provide an architecture to help them anchor some concepts to their memories. The cadet can also add audio files where they could explain a concept in their own words and hear their own voice, or even that of the teachers, adding an additional learning modality. They can insert a link to an instructional video and not have to find a bookmark somewhere in the browser. They can also draw graphics or equations. But that's not all. As you can see on the section navigation bar, cadets have space to collaborate with other cadets, so they could work on joint projects and turn it in to the instructor. They have a space to view things provided by the instructor that they cannot edit, things like lessons or syllabus. The teacher also has a work area where they can place items that are not ready for the cadets to see yet, but the teacher wants them in the same workspace with all the other items. So how do we set up a class so we can enable cadets to take advantage of the rich collaboration environment of Microsoft Teams and OneNote? First, open your browser and type office.com into the URL address and click Enter. Make sure you have Office 365 installed onto your machine, and you should see a page with a tile on it that looks something like this. Click on the top right-hand corner where it says Join or Create Team. It gives you several options, but click on the tile that says Create Team. Click on the class type. Type in the name you want to use for your class. USOFA's IT wants a naming convention that starts with a department abbreviation, then course number, instructor's name, followed by the section. So it would be something like this. Be sure and not change the name after it has been created because it will disrupt the integration. Notice also the option Create a team using an existing team as a template. Only click on this if you're using a pre-existing course or one that is authorized by your department. Now you'll see a class team is added to your other tiles. Repeat the process of creating other teams until all of your classes have their own team. Now look at the office.com in your browser again and click on the icon Class Notebook. Do not click on Create a Class Notebook from here. It will create a notebook that is not tied to your Teams account. For now, click on the tile that says Manage Notebooks. Click on the link Enable Teacher Only Section Group and follow the prompts. Once you have added a team from every class you are teaching, click on the ellipses, that is the 3 dots, at the top right, and from the drop-down menu, click on Switch View. This allows you to see all of your teams at once. Now open up the first class you created and note the navigation bar on the left. For training to use all of the Teams functions, contact me at extension 3395. But for now, click on the ellipses to the right of the team name and select Manage Team on the drop-down. Here you can add or delete cadets or instructors. You can see if anyone has requested to become a member in pending request. You can create and manage channels. There are analytics, and you can add more apps. These are called channels. Think of them as bookmarks, where every cadet in the class can view and edit. You'll notice the default channel is called General. In the General section is the class notebook. Notice that I've created more channels, some for generic items like FAQ, others for specific groups. You'll also notice that I've hidden the group channels. This makes it easier for me to view many groups. To do that, just click on the ellipses to the right of the channel and click Hide. To add a channel next to the team name, click on the ellipses to the right, and in the drop-down menu, select Add Channel. Each channel has tabs with conversations, files, and notes, each of which can be viewed and edited by all cadets and instructors. To set up notes for each group that is synced with the Classroom Notebook, you'll have to open the note in that channel and type something on the page. This activates the page. After you've activated the notes for each channel, go back to your class notebook in the Generals channel. Open in Apps is preferred for faculty and cadets because it gives you the full functionality. Now notice you have notes for each of the channels. You'll also notice that I added a few that I want all of my cadets to collaborate together. I did that by clicking on the Add section at the bottom of the section bar. I also added pages in each of the sections by clicking on the Add Page item at the bottom of the page bar. Now to separate those group sections so only those cadets can view and edit their assigned section, click on the Class Notebook tab at the top. Click on the Manage Notebooks button and it will pop up the browser. Now click on the Collaboration Space Permission link. Now you will find which cadets you want to be able to view and edit which section of the notebook. Now you have a basic classroom setup in OneNote that is fully integrated with Microsoft Teams. In this Tech Talk, you learned that research tells us that note-taking still has an important use in the learning process. It does much more than jog a cadet's memory. You learned about OneNote, a great tool for facilitating notes and organizing information in OneNote here at the Academy. You learned some of the best strategies for using OneNote with your cadets in your class. This is Dr. Bob Bryant, Director of Educational Technology in the Center for Educational Innovation at the United States Air Force Academy, saying, join me for the next Tech Talk.